it looked pretty good. I was surprised. Did it sound okay back there? All right, what do you want to know? Actually, I'll tell you one thing. Audiences never sit through the end credits. You were kind of forced to, I guess. But the second piece of music that starts, Joby Talbot, our composer, we had, most of the music is traditional Scottish, a couple Irish, mostly Scottish music. One of the wonderful things that I had on this movie, there's what's called an ethnic musicologist, professor at UCLA. And I asked him the difference between Scottish and Irish music. He said, the guy's very Irish, but he said, there really isn't any, but fucking never tell the Irish or the Scottish that. But you know the difference between Irish and Scottish dance is true. Okay, the Scots dance with their hands in the air, the Irish dance with their hands in the same fucking steps. Anyway, so that piece of music at the very end is something that I really am pleased with, that no one will ever hear except you guys, I guess. Call it Burke Swing. I said to Joby, we have all these, we had folk drummers and 2 bagpipers down from the Highlands. And I said to Joby, write a swing number for bagpipes, which has never been done. Were you aware that that was bagpipe? Yeah, it's nuts. I really like it. Anyway. Any questions about anything? Yes.
With the end credits, it said it was UK films funded by the lottery. Is that like a public?
No, funded by the... Well, first of all, David Cameron, the new Prime Minister, has gotten rid of that. Because he's a Tory, which is like a Republican, which means they're against education and arts and science. But the UK lottery, money from the lottery goes into a film fund. And there was a council. Now, this movie was not financed by them, but the original screenplay, they got seed money, I think £1,000. So that was like 5 years ago. So you still put the credit on there. But for instance, films like The King's Speech would never have been made without the £250,000 from the UK Film Fund, you know, that kind of thing. And it's ironic because The King's Speech will bring the film fund probably £10 million. You know, so, you know, it's Republican, it's Tory, it's retarded. Yes?
How long did it take to film it?
To actually shoot it? 40 days. It was shot in Edinburgh and London. Yes?
How close to historical fact does the film go? And I was especially interested in the word photography and whether or not that was embedded or actual fact.
Well, okay. The title at the front of the movie that says this film is true except for the parts that are not is accurate. There have been 14 films based on Burke and Hare. You probably know The Body Snatcher, the Boris Karloff, wonderful movie. Robert Wise's second picture. But that was from Robert Louis Stevenson. Their plays, Doctor and the Devils by Dylan Thomas. There are tons of stuff. They're all horror films. The great irony for me is that ours is a comedy, and we are by far the most accurate. I will tell you what's not true, okay? Isla Fisher's character is not true. There was no motivation other than money. Charles Darwin was Dr. Munro's assistant, that's true. We don't show that Dr. Munro paid people also to dig up bodies, not to kill people. Dr. Knox did that. Most of the real grave robbing was done by medical students. The character Nisfor, the photographer, is real, but 10 years later. And he's very historic figure. You can look him up, Nisfor. We moved him 10 years earlier.
Wonderful film.
Thank you. Do you know, the photographs you see of the cadavers, those are real Nisfor photographs with our actors' faces put on them.
Really?
Yeah. Yes.
I was just wondering how the movie came to your the story came to your attention. Did you read the graphic novel first?
No, fuck no. I actually think that graphic novel stinks. But the reality is I've known of Burke and Hare for many years because there are corridors of blood.